Good day to all. It is 12th standard biogeology equivalent names. It is very useful for 12th standard students as well as NEET, TNPSC, TRB, UPSC, RRB. For all the kind of exam it will be useful. Two types of gametes, ova and sperm. The nucleus divides first ametatically or metatically, karyokinesis. Phyllomaxa, giant amoeba. Gravid, ripe. Syngamy, fertilization. Bacteria, prokaryotes. Fertilized eggs, zygotes. Unfertilized eggs develop into drone, male. Pedogenetic parthenogenesis. Oviparous, in Latin ovum, egg, parare, to produce. Partholins glands, also called greater vestibular glands. Coitus, physical union. Spermatozoa, sperms. Primordial or primary follicle. Egg mother cells or oogonia. Axial filament or axoneme. Granulosa, follicular cells. Monozygotic twins, identical twins. Dizygotic twins, fraternal twins. Siamese, united. Central nervous system, brain and spinal cord. Urinogenital system, kidney, ureter and gonads. Caesarean is also termed as abdominal delivery or caesarean section or C-section. Rhythm method, same period, 12 weeks, the first trimester. Hard outgrowths, tumor. Ingestion of toxins, heavy metal, cadmium. Swollen veins, varicocele. Types of blood groups, A, B, O. Agglutination, clumping together. Erythrocytes, red blood cells. Presence of antigens, surface antigens. O, universal donor. New World monkeys, Platyrena. The secretors, antigens found in the body fluids. Erythroblastosis fetalis or hemolytic disease of the newborn, HDN. Sex chromosomes may be similar, homomorphic, one sex, and dissimilar, heteromorphic. One type of gametes, homogametic. Two types of gametes, heterogametic. Fertilized eggs develop into females, queen or worker. Unfertilized eggs develop into males, drones. Half the number of chromosomes, haploid. Double the number, diploid. Hypertrichosis, excessive development of hairs and pinna of the ear. Diploid, 2n. 46 chromosomes, 23 pairs. Down syndrome, 21 trisomy. Part 2 syndrome, 13 trisomy. Klinefelter syndrome, XXY males. Turner syndrome, XO females. RNA from DNA transcription. Protein synthesis, translation. Neurospora crassa, the red bread mold. DNase, an enzyme which destroys DNA. RNase, an enzyme which destroys RNA. Proteases, an enzyme which destroys protein. Pages, virus. Isotopes of sulfur, 35S. Phosphorus, 32P. 5 carbon sugar. Pentose, base, a substance that accepts hydrogen ion or proton in solution. 4 bases, 2 purines and 2 pyrimidines. Phosphoric acid, H3PO4. Phosphate functional group PO4. Nucleotides are joined polymerized. Phosphodiester bond 5 days, 3 days. Nucleic acids DNA and RNA separated, denatured. By heating can come together, renaturation. Distance between two consecutive base pairs is 0.34 nanometer, 0.34 into 10 power minus 9 meter. Distance between two consecutive base pairs 6.6 into 10 power minus 9 into 0.34 into 10 power minus 9 meter divided by base pairs. Nitrogen source NH4Cl, heavy culture 15N. 3 types of DNA polymerases. DNA polymerase 1, 2 and 3. DNA polymerase 1, also known as Kornberg enzyme, lagging strand called the Wakasaki fragments. Primer, a short stretch of RNA. Topoisomerases, DNA gyrase. Tata box, Goldberg, Cognos box. Core enzyme, beta 1, beta and alpha. RHO, rho. Initiation factor, sigma. Termination factor, rho, R. Marshall-Nirenberg Schwerer-Wokov enzyme, polynucleotide phosphorylase called Wokow's enzyme. Stop codon, termination. 3 base codons, triplet codon. Swedberg unit, S. Start codon, AUG. Proteinaceous initiation factors, IF1, IF2, IF3. GTP, guanine triphosphate. Complete ribosome, 70S. Initiation factors, IF2 and GDP. Amino acyl site, A site. Peptidyl site, P site. Exit site, E site. Elongation factors, EF, TS and EF-TU. Elongation factors, EF-S. Regulator gene, I gene refers to inhibitor, promoter sites P and operator site O. Pharmacology, the science of drugs. Genomics, the study of genes and their functions. Coservates, large colloidal particles that precipitate out in aqueous medium. Cambrian, age of invertebrates. Ordovician, freshwater fishes. Ostracoderms, various types of mollusks. Silurian, origin of fishes. Devonian, age of fishes, many types of fishes such as lungfishes, low-finned fishes and ray-finned fishes. Mississippian, earliest amphibians, echinoderms. Pennsylvanian, earliest reptiles. Permian, mammal-like reptiles. Mesozoic era, dominance of reptiles. Triassic, origin of egg-laying mammals. Jurassic, dinosaurs were dominant on the earth. Fossil bird, Archaeopteryx. Cretaceous, extinction of toothed birds and dinosaurs, emergence of modern birds. Cenozoic era, age of mammals. Paleocene, placental mammals. Eocene, monotremes except duck-billed platypus and Eucydina, hooped mammals and carnivores. Oligocene, higher placental mammals appear. Miocene, origin of first man-like apes. Pliocene, origin of man from man-like apes. Mixture of gases, ammonia, methane and hydrogen. 2 different groups, transitional stage. Peripatus, connecting link between Annelida and Arthropoda. Archaeopteryx, connecting link between reptiles and aves. The life history of an individual ontogeny briefly repeats or recapitulates the evolutionary history of the race phylogeny. Evening primrose plant, Enothera lamakiana. Peppered moth, Distant Betullaria. Microevolution, evolution on a small scale. Disruptive selection, centrifugal selection. Individuals in, immigration, out, immigration. Mat randomly, selection of male gamete and female gamete in the pool of gametes. Gametes enter, immigration or exit, immigration. Genetic cystic fibrosis, nutritional vitamin deficiency diseases, and degenerative arthritis, heart attack, stroke. Droplets, aerosols, sigilosis, bacillary dysentery, bubonic plague, black death, tetanus, lockjaw, typhoid, enteric fever, pneumotrophic diseases, respiratory tract infected by influenza, dermotrophic diseases, skin and subcutaneous tissues affected by chickenpox and measles. Viscerotrophic diseases, blood and visceral organs affected by yellow fever and dengue fever. Neurotrophic diseases, central nervous system affected by rabies and polio. Dengue fever, break bone fever, mumps virus, RNA virus, rubella virus, RNA virus, varicella zoster virus, DNA virus, polio virus, RNA virus. Zoonotic virus transmitted from animals to humans. Amoebiasis, also called amoebic dysentery or amoebic colitis, intestine, colon, houseflies, Musca domestica. Glossina palpalis, testis plague. Rhodesian or East African sleeping sickness, Chagas disease or American trypanosomiasis. Kala azar or visceral leishmaniasis. Phlebotomus sandfly, multiple asexual fission, caesargudy, RTSS muscurix, antigen antibody generator. Specialized cells, monocytes, neutrophils, tissue macrophages. The tonsils, palatine tonsils, throat, pharynx, lymphoid tissue, tonsils, lymph nodes, lymph follicles, B lymphocytes, B cells, substance, antigen. IgG, gamma, IgM, mu, IgA, alpha, IgD, delta, and IgE, epsilon, disulfide, SS. C, terminal carboxyl. Each chain, L and H, variable V, constant C. Humoral immunity or antibody mediated immunity. Non-covalent bonds are intermolecular forces. Neutralization, exotoxin, toxide, agglutination, particulate antigen, precipitation, soluble antigen. Toxide, inactivated toxin, weakened, attenuated, killed, inactivated. Varicella, chickenpox, allergy, allo, altered, edge reaction. Our body produces antibodies, autoantibodies. Hashimoto's thyroiditis, Graves' disease, thyroid gland, Addison's disease, adrenal glands. Non-organ specific systemic. Adolescents are vulnerable to group, peer, heroin, smack, bang, marijuana, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, Baker's yeast, fermentor, bioreactor, bactericidal antibiotics that kill bacteria, amylase, enzyme, yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Grit, soil and small pebbles. In situ bioremediation, treatment of contaminated soil or water in the site. Exit to bioremediation, treatment of contaminated soil or water that is removed from the site and treated. Pathogenic organisms, bacteria or viruses, totipotency, toti, total, pluripotency, pluri, several, multipotency, multi, many, oligopotency, oligo, few, unipotency, uni, single, primer, renaturation or primer annealing, clinical specimen, for example, blood, stool, spinal fluid or sputum, mammary gland, udder cells, somatic cells, donor sheath, eve, ovum, egg cell, sheath, eve, healthcare, medical, community, biotic, non-living environment, abiotic, ecological system or ecosystem. Fish have a wide range of adaptations like fins, locomotion, streamlined body, aerodynamic, lateral line system, sensory, gills, respiration, air sacs, flotation, kidneys, excretion. Birds and mammals attain greater body size in colder regions than warmer regions, Bergman's rule. Warm-blooded animals living in colder climates tend to have shorter limbs, ears and other appendages when compared to the members of the same species in warmer climates, Alien's rule. In some aquatic environments, an inverse relationship between water, temperature and fish meristic character is observed. Lower the temperature, more the vertebrae, Jordan's rule. Euthyms, cat, dog, tiger, human. Cold temperatures, cold, euthymy. Stenotherms, fish, frogs, lizards and snakes. Cysts, entamoeba. Antifreeze proteins, arctic fishes. Hibernation, winter sleep. Estivation, summer sleep. Quality, wavelength or color, intensity, actual energy in gram calories, duration, length of day, gene mutations, UV, X-rays. The movement of organism in response to light either towards the source of light as in moths, positive phototaxis, away from light, euglena, volvox, earthworm, negative phototaxis. The growth or orientation of an organism in response to light either towards the source of light, positive phototropism as seen in sunflower, or away from light, negative phototropism. A change in the speed of locomotion or frequency of turning. Earth's surface is covered with water, hydrosphere, freshwater, rivers, lakes, ponds, saltwater, seas and oceans. Water can be hard water, sulfates, nitrates of calcium, magnesium. Pedogenesis, soil formation, embryonic soil, pedogenesis. The two main causes are differential heating between the equator and the poles and the rotation of the planet, Coriolis effect. Environmental changes, stress. Taiga, boreal forest. Savanna, tropical grassland. Freshwater, lakes, ponds, rivers. Brackish water, estuaries, wetlands. Marine, coral reefs. Pelagic zones, abyssal zones. Geographical position, latitude, longitude. The alpine zone between timberline and snow zone, the zone above the limits of tree growth, timberline. Two seasons are present, rainy and dry. Semi-evergreen forest, longer dry season, the upper tree story consists of deciduous trees while the lower story is still evergreen. Moist, dry, deciduous forest, monsoon. The length of the dry season increases further as rainfall decreases. All trees are deciduous. India, Thar desert. Hard deserts have a considerable amount of specialized vegetation, xerophytes, nocturnal, active at night, arrangement of body muscles in the form of bundles, myotomes, abundance, absolute number in population, numerical density, number of individuals per unit area or volume, biomass density, biomass per unit area or volume. Some fishes are known to migrate from sea to freshwater. Anadromous migration, salmon. Some freshwater to sea, catadromous migration, eel. Intraspecific interaction within the members of same species. Interspecific among organisms of different species. Life forms, plants and animals, community, ecosystem, diversity. India represents two of the major realms, the Pal, Arctic and Indo-Malayan. Three biomes, tropical humid forest, tropical dry, deciduous forest and warm deserts, semi-deserts. Distance from the equator, latitudinal gradient. Altitude from sea level, altitudinal gradient. Oceans or seas. Fruit eating, frugivorous. Wide variety of taxa, angiosperm plants, birds, beds, freshwater fishes. Variety, biodiversity. Nutrient cycle or biogeochemical cycles. N2, C, H2O, P, S cycles. Nitrogen, carbon, water, phosphorus, sulfur cycles. Soil health, fertility. Water purifies, fires, forest cover and vegetation. Climate stability, forests are essential for rainfall, temperature regulation, carbon dioxide absorption, which in turn regulate the density and type of vegetation. Fruit bats of Guam, Southeast Asia, Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir and Ulhala, Spiti, Himachal Pradesh, Nilgiri Thar, state animal of Tamil Nadu, biodiversity hotspot, Eastern Himalaya, extraction, mining, fishing, logging, harvesting. Development, settlements, industry and associated infrastructures. Destruction affects about 73% of all species. Pollution and pollutants, smog, pesticides, herbicides, oil slicks, greenhouse gases, GHGs. Over-exploitation of resources, poaching, indiscriminate cutting of trees, overfishing, hunting, mining. Natural disasters, tsunami, forest fire, earthquake, volcano. Exotic species, non-native, alien, tilapia fish, jalebi kende, Oreochromis, Mozambicus, African apple snail, Achatina pulica, papaya mealy bug, Paracarpus marginatus. Species have been evolving and dying out. Extinction. IUCN Red List 2004. Himalaya, the entire Indian Himalayan region. Inbreeding, depression, less adaptivity and variation. Genetic material, DNA. George, the tree snail. Achatinella apex pulva. Indira Gandhi, Anaimalai National Park. There are 104 existing national parks in India covering an area of 40,501 km square, which is 1.23% of the geographical area of the country. National Wildlife Database August 2018. In situ conservation. Conservation in the natural habitat. There are 18 biosphere reserves in the country. Agastya Malai, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. Nilgiri, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. Gulf of Mannar, Tamil Nadu. Arborata, gardens with trees and shrubs. Rapidly degradable, non-persistent. Slowly degradable, persistent. Non-degradable pollutants. These cannot be degraded by natural processes. Once they are released into the environment, they are difficult to be eliminated and continue to accumulate biomagnification. Chlorofluorocarbons or CFCs, elevated CO2, industries, deforestation and partial combustion. Human activities, anthropogenic factors, atmospheric factors, humidity, precipitation, wind, air currents, altitude, discharge of dust or particulate matter, PM 2.5, 10, discharge of gases, SO2, NO2, CO, CO2, fossil fuels, coal, oil, etc., marine animals, coral reefs, increase green cover alongside roads, planting avenue trees, freshwater, river and lakes, aesthetic appearance and smell, hearing loss, deafness. In a lake, the water is cold and clear, oligotrophic stage. Aquatic plants and animal life grow rapidly and organic remains begin to be deposited on the lake bottom, mesotrophic stage. Cultural or accelerated eutrophication. Aerobic treatment, oxidation ponds, aeration lagoons and anaerobic treatment, anaerobic bioreactors, anaerobic lagoons. Organic waste, crop, animal and farm waste, aquatic waste. Beneficial microbes, biofertilizers, skin cancer, melanoma. Arunachal, a river, island and Brahmaputra. Log, green, gergi. Prosopis, cineraria. Non-clinical farming, use of biofertilizers, biopesticides, protect pollinators. Thank you, student.